The Regency-era drama series Bridgerton has been a massive hit, earning itself legions of fans around the world. And with so many colorful characters, it's easy to see why. One of the most colorful of them all is Lady Whistledown, played by screen icon Julie Andrews, who famously played Mary Poppins in the film of the same name back in 1964, and Maria in the 1965 film The Sound of Music. So stay tuned and don't go away, because Bridgerton Season 2 will show a more manipulative Lady Whistledown. First up, what does actor Nicola Coughlan have to say about Lady Whistledown? Let's take a look. Bridgerton star Nicola Coughlan, who plays the character Penelope Featherington, has teased that audiences may see a more manipulative side to Lady Whistledown when Season 2 of Bridgerton drops on March 25th, 2022. Bridgerton was recently dethroned from the #1 spot as the most watched original series of all time, but is returning to screens next month with its highly anticipated second season. Season 1 introduced audiences to the Bridgerton family, their eldest daughter Daphne, played by Phoebe Dynevor, and takes us through her romantic relationships in Regency-era London. Bridgerton Season 2 will welcome a handful of newcomers to the cast, including Sex Education star Simone Ashley, who is set to star as Kate Sharma, the main love interest of Daphne's brother Anthony, who is essentially the focal point of the show's second season. In addition to the Bridgertons, during Season 1, audiences were also introduced to a number of other families in their circle. Most will undoubtedly remember the Featheringtons and their youngest daughter, Penelope, who shares a sweet friendship with Eloise Bridgerton. And who could forget Eloise's efforts to discover the true identity of Lady Whistledown, the writer of a gossip paper responsible for exposing the private secrets of many of the Tun's residents. Whistledown's narration of the series' events is voiced by Julie Andrews in order to maintain the character's anonymity. But fans were totally stunned when the final episode revealed that Penelope Featherington was actually Lady Whistledown all along. Next up, how will Coughlin's role as the malicious gossip spreader evolve into Season 2? You're about to find out. According to Coughlin, Lady Whistledown will be far more manipulative with her antics in the upcoming season, which will reflect on the hurt that her character experienced and how that manifested into her gossiping alter ego. Coughlin spoke recently about the unkindness her character faces within the upper-class society that Bridgerton explores, and shared that this is what really fuels her desire to spread gossip. Coughlin revealed that Lady Whistledown's paper allows her to move things around at her will. This seems to imply that we will see a more intense side to Lady Whistledown in Season 2. Coughlin added, hurt people hurt people. People don't treat her nicely, so she's able to manufacture and move things around at her will. Coughlin explained that she thinks Penelope's idea of becoming Lady Whistledown was, in part, to get more attention from her best friend Eloise. Coughlin said, Penelope thinks Eloise is the funniest, smartest, best person in the world, and a lot of Whistledown is to impress her. Coughlin further revealed that things could progress between Penelope and Colin Bridgerton. Considering the fourth book in Julia Quinn's Bridgerton series centers around Penelope's character, you might see a lot more of Coughlin as the show shifts its focus with each coming season. Up next, will there be a battle between Anthony and Lady Whistledown? You're about to find out. In Season 2, you might see a war brewing between Anthony and Lady Whistledown. In Season 1 of Bridgerton, Phoebe and the Duke receive the most attention, but their conflict essentially resolves, so it leads us to think that Season 2 will focus on different characters. It's likely that the upcoming season will center on Jonathan Bailey's conflicted character, the Viscount. Like so many book adaptations, Bridgerton has swayed from the original book narrative and storyline. For instance, Lady Whistledown's identity isn't revealed until the fourth installment in Quinn's book franchise, which is far later than the Netflix series reveals the important plot twist. So it's clear that Netflix is willing to flex its creative license and take some liberties in order to give audiences juicy twists throughout every season. Still, however, series creator Chris Van Dusen does his his best to stay true to the source material and give each character a chance to shine. Bridgerton fans can also expect more romance between Phoebe and her husband Simon in season 2, but it's possible that the plot point gets sidelined to be pushed so that Anthony's identity crisis can be explored on a deeper level. One thing you can expect from the upcoming season for sure are steamy scenes. That's one thing that Bridgerton never fails to deliver. Stay tuned and don't go away as we bring you the latest Bridgerton news. Next up, will Daphne marry Prince Frederick instead of Simon? Let's take a look. If we assume that season 2 of Bridgerton is an adaptation of Quinn's second book, The Viscount Who Loved Me, then we could see Anthony's love become the primary focus. With Sienna Rosso, played by Serena Bartlett, out of the way, the Viscount will find a new love interest, and that woman will likely be Kate Sheffield. Sheffield is described in the books as the most meddlesome woman ever to grace a London ballroom. Anthony sets his eyes on Edwina Sheffield initially in The Viscount Who Loved Me, but her older sister steps in to protect her from the Viscount, who has an unruly reputation for being manipulative and unpredictable. Anthony also has an obsession with legacy and time, which suggests that he has a narcissistic side as well, with a me mindset. And after the series revealed Lady Whistledown to be Penelope Featherington, it sets the stage for the character to be the primary antagonist in season 2, and then the Viscount's personal life will certainly interest her. For many fans, Lady Whistledown is viewed as a major wildcard for season 2 because Netflix may choose to significantly alter her storyline, so there's no telling what will happen. Lady Whistledown could be exposed early on in season 2, which will see Penelope experience the same plight she subjected others to with her ghost-written gossip column. Up next, will any new families be introduced in season 2? Let's have a look. Bridgerton will introduce the Sharma family in season 2. They are outsiders from Bombay who will further illustrate how important a tight-knit family unit is to survive in this world. Simone Ashley, who plays Kate Sharma, said, "It's a very female-heavy family that are introduced to the ton. What's so amazing about them is they are incredible women. Though they are learning the way of a new culture in London, they're pretty okay and can take care of themselves. But a large part of their strength will come from leaning on each other." Simone added, "You need your family around you. That's what makes Bridgerton so wonderful and heartwarming. You meet the Featheringtons and the Bridgertons and the Sharmas, and everyone can find common cause with these families and want to be a part of them too. They are teams. They are a unit. They always fly home when things go wrong. They always have that support, and that's really important." For many cast members, Bridgerton's emphasis on family is far more important than its steamy love scenes and romance. Charithra Chandran, who plays Kate Sharma's younger sister, said, "The show is about all the different types of love that you have. For Edwina and Kate, although it is a love story, they are each other's soulmates. We often focus on romance being the center of our lives, but in most cases, it's not. That relationship shows that no matter what happens, these two will always choose each other." Finally, why is Kate in London? Let's dig a little deeper. Kate isn't in London to find herself a man, but is there to help Edwina make the best match. As series creator Chris Van Dusen says, "I always saw the sisterhood relationship between Kate and Edwina just as important and crucial as the main love story. Kate's mission in life is to protect Edwina." Simone said, "Her priority is her sister and her family. Even though the main focus is the enemies to lovers love story between her and Anthony, there's also the love story of her and her sister." Actor Jonathan Bailey spoke about his character and said, "Anthony has had so much of his evolution stolen from him through grief. There's only one person who loves their family as much as he does in such a complicated way, and that's Kate." Anthony's love for his family is complicated by the fact that he's forced to assume a patriarchal role. Bailey spoke further about his character and explained, "He and his mother have such a codependent, weird relationship. There's no boundaries. He's had to be a surrogate husband to her and surrogate father to his brothers and sisters. As an actor, I felt really isolated isolated in doing some of the favorite scenes with the big Bridgerton family. You get the sense that there is no space for Anthony. They've all decided he's really hard work. He gets the sense that everyone else is freer. When speaking of his Bridgerton family, Bailey added, "They hold a mirror up. The people closest to you are the ones that can tell you what you need." And that's a surprise to him. He's never really listened. That's what familial love in the show is all about. That's a wrap for today's video. Thank you for watching.